forecast for the first day of autumn. It'll be partly to mostly sunny today with a chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm. It'll be hot in the low 90s. Mostly clear tonight around 70 with light east winds. For the first weekend of autumn, it'll be hot, low 90s expected Saturday and Sunday. Partly to mostly sunny over the weekend. Slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Your life, your music. We're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. US President Donald Trump says North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un is a madman who will be tested like never before. Ride-hailing app Uber has been refused a new licence to operate in London, but it says it will appeal. As UK Prime Minister Theresa May sets out her Brexit strategy in Italy, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator warns not settling the so-called Brexit bill will undermine trust.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to you, and happy first day of autumn. I hope everyone is having a great start to their day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I am your host for today, Quabila Harden, and I have some very special guests with me today. I have some students from Arkansas State University and one of their mentors or advisors. I have Mr. Christian Canizales, okay, and Ms. Kennedy Wiles, and Miss Jessica Blackburn.
Yes.
All right, so thank you all for joining me today. They are here representing the Student Philanthropy Council on the campus of Arkansas State University. So before we get into philanthropy and what that is, I would love for you to please give a introduction of yourself, like what is your status, what are you studying, and where do you see yourself after college?
Okay. Like you said, my name is Christian Canizales. I am the president of the Student Philanthropy Council. I'm a Bachelor of Arts in Spanish major right now. After, I hope to go to Colorado and get a Master's in Education in Student Affairs. And
So my name is Kennedy Wiles, and I'm the Vice President of Communications for the Student Philanthropy Council. Right now I'm obtaining a Bachelor's of Science in Exercise Science, and my plans after college are to attend a doctoral program in occupational therapy.
All right. You all have some big goals. I really pray that all goes well and that you can achieve everything that you set your mind out.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get into what is philanthropy, what is the Student Philanthropy Council, and how long has it been present on Arkansas State's campus, on the campus?
Okay. So first off, kind of philanthropy is the, I guess, financial side, the financial support of any organization, any cause. You can have as many volunteers as you want, as much manpower as you want, but there's always going to be the financial side of it that you need assistance with. And so Student Philanthropy Council came out, what was our...
It's April of 2016.
That was our very first year starting, so we're just now getting to our second year. But our organization came about to help bring a better and foster a better sense of philanthropy on our campus. A lot of students we found were not well educated. I mean, even myself coming into it, I wasn't very well educated on philanthropy. I didn't know exactly how our role kind of fit into the organization. But we got in, got started, and we've been going through different trainings and stuff with our members, and so we use that to kind of help them relay the message to other students. And so when I explain Philanthropy Council to people, I tell them there's kind of two different brackets to it.
Okay.
The first bracket being to just educate students on philanthropy, and then so they can pass it on. We can continue to fund different scholarships and different buildings that we have on campus, and then also just in general to get students excited to be part of the ASTATE family and realize how great of an opportunity that they have to be on our campus.
Okay. And I think when most people hear philanthropy, they think of giving back. But again, it is giving back, but on the financial side of what volunteers do, actually on the ground, hands on. You're the ones that are here's a little help to further what you're trying to do, the program or organization you're trying to help, things of that nature.
Yes.
Okay.
And like even throughout our terms on the council, we require certain volunteer hours, just so that they do understand that they both kind of go hand in hand.
Okay.
So.
And so I'm looking at, if anyone would like to follow along or get some more information, you can go to Arkansas State's website, which is astate.edu, and in the search box type in philanthropy, and you can find at the top choice is the Student Philanthropy Council. And I like this tagline. It says establishing a culture of giving. Okay, let's talk about how do you try to reach the students or instill in them, encourage them the importance of giving.
I think, I know we talked a little bit before we started, but especially for our students who receive any financial aid, which I believe almost all of our students at Arkansas State receive financial aid,
That's
but making them
survive.
yeah, but kind of connecting that bridge, making them realize that this is so important that none of us would be able to be in higher education if it weren't for these people who have continually funded us and invested in us.
Yes, sir. There's so many endowments out there that,
Yes.
I mean, our mind would be blown if we knew how many existed. And because of generous people like that who have a passion for helping people succeed in whatever career choice, education choice, life choice, because of those individuals, selfless individuals, we have the opportunity, a lot of us have the opportunity to further our goals, to reach our goals and dreams and go for more in life.
Mm-hmm. And like I said earlier, when I kind of mentioned the two brackets that explain to people about the council, we get students in the habit of giving back to the university so that way once they're alumni, they will continue to help giving to other students and other scholarships. So that way we can kind of keep the cycle going.
Okay, so I want to read this statement that's on the ASTATE's website. It says the Arkansas State University Student Philanthropy Council strives to support the mission and purpose of ASTATE by providing a student perspective on giving, promoting awareness of the ways private gifts impact student life, and establishing a culture of philanthropy that enhances the future of Arkansas State University. Even though this council has only been around for like 2 years now, well, going into
the second year.
Going into the second year, have you laid out some of your goals and dreams and objectives for, leaders to come after you?
Yes. And so, as far as like presidential standpoint of it, we pull from the current exec board, and so we've been trying to develop them. Last year, we kind of took time to just kind of play around with a couple different ways we would run the organization and things, how we would organize and function. But this year, we've kind of got a more solid plan. My personal initiative is to invest in our members. We have up to 45 members now.
Wow.
We just got finished with the recruitment season, so that's really great. But we want to invest in them so that way they're well prepared after college. We understand that this is a great opportunity for resumes and all that, but we want them to come out with something more than just something put on the resume. And so we've been working on getting a couple workshops together and stuff for our members, and then as far as the alumni and the actual philanthropy side of it, we have a couple events spread throughout that are donor thinking events or communicating with donors. We actually have a donors and scholars event coming up, and so that's where students will get to meet face to face with their donors so they can kind of make that connection and understand, like, this is who I'm helping and this is who is helping me.
Okay, so donors and scholars, and when do you plan to have that event, or is it set in stone?
It is October 12th.
Okay.
At 4 to 6.
And we'll make sure to, I try to handle a lot of our social media announcements, so I would really stay on top of, finding this information whenever you post it so that we can let our community know what's going on. That's one thing here at KLK. We try to bridge the gap between Arkansas State University and the community of Jonesboro, because some people have this idea that Arkansas State is just one entity over here, but you are part of the community, and so we want to really let people know what you all have going on so they can get more involved, and then you all on campus can know what's going on in the city and get involved as well. So I see another thing on your website. It says Back the Pack. So tell us more about what that is.
So our Back the Pack is a crowdfunding platform, so just the same as anybody's seen like a GoFundMe account. Our Back the Pack is where student organizations on campus can apply to have us support and help use our resources and our networks for them to raise funds for whatever goal that they may have.
Okay.
And so that kind of helps keep the money and improvement locally on our campus. For example, I can think of raising for the Ruggers last year. So we helped the rugby team raise funds for new equipment.
Okay.
We've got a scholarship that we're raising with the Honors College right now. And then we've also got our T-shirt campaign, which that leads into a whole nother program. But
Wow.
we've also got our T-shirt campaign going into the Student Opportunity Award.
You all have quite a bit going on. So do you have any events or just kind of meet and greet fellowship, anything going on for September? Well, even though September will be over in about a week, but do you have anything going on, or have you had anything going on in
I think
September?
we've got a lot of stuff coming up. We've kind of just been getting into the semester, getting everybody kind of laid out, getting our organization laid out. But coming up, like I said, we've got the October 12th Scholars and Donors event. We've got also our Give a How coming up at the end of the year. And so that's our big donor thinking event. We set up tents, and we're going to have food and music and all this stuff out on the Heritage Plaza lawn on November 1st. And that's just on campus. But we ask any student who has received a privately funded scholarship to come by and just fill out a quick letter to their donor.
Okay.
Last year, we set a goal of just getting 100 cards, and we got 300 plus.
That's
So,
amazing. So there are over, I don't know how many students are enrolled in Arkansas State, but I can imagine quite a few who do get private funded scholarships, and it would be nice to let the donors know. You know, I really appreciate you taking your time and donating your money to whatever field of study they're in to help that student. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, so how can someone get involved in Back the Pack?
so if you have an organization on campus that's interested, you can just email astatespc@gmail.com, and we will have our VP of Philanthropy get in touch with you. And I think that's kind of our main way that we do all that. And so she goes through and reviews applications every week on her office hours that she has. And so she has certain criteria that she looks for in each program that proposes a campaign. So, yeah.
Okay. So, Ms. Kitty, we don't want you to sit there all quiet. We want you to jump in and join the conversation. So, tell us more about your involvement with the council.
Okay, so I'm over mostly our social media, and I do a bunch of our communicating with our alumni and other student organizations. So for example, today we are launching Back the Pack, actually.
Okay.
So I've been doing a bunch of our graphics for that and getting involved with that aspect of it. We are going to start a new thing called Philanthropy Friday.
Oh.
And so it's just going to be a fun little scavenger hunt that we can do on campus. And I just really get our students involved on our social media pages. We'll do fun little things on our Twitter or our Snapchat, and it just really gets them more involved that way, so that they can just see how we're growing. And that's my job pretty much in a nutshell.
Okay, so you're basically the face and the voice, and come on, y'all.
Yeah, I do most of the behind the scenes. I'm always on site taking pictures, taking videos, and I just had to put them all together just to really show our alumni and our students how we are working and how we are getting involved.
That is really wonderful. You're tuned into Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. If you have any questions, comments, or if you are involved in any type of philanthropy, we would love to hear from you. Our phone number is 870-277-1080, or you can catch us on our live stream. I want to give a shout out to all of those who are watching. I can't see everybody, but Miss Christy Mathis Conway, thank you so much for checking in. And don't be afraid to drop us a message. Any words of encouragement for these young people. It takes a lot to step outside of yourself and work for other people or do stuff for others when you already have a full load yourself? Like, how many hours are you all carrying this semester?
I'm an 18.
Oh my gosh. 18.
I'm just have 15 this semester.
When I first started college a long time ago, I thought 12 hours was a lot at the time. I can't even imagine trying to take on 18 hours. Do you work or do any internship? Okay. All right. So what, are you involved in any other organizations besides the Philanthropy Council?
Like I said, yeah, I'm president for the Philanthropy Council, I'm president for our Multicultural Center Ambassadors, and I'm the vice president for Student Conduct Board.
Okay, so do you sleep?
No.
Alrighty. And Miss Jessica, would you like to jump in and give some input on your involvement with the Philanthropy Council?
Yes, well, I became the advisor in April of 2016, and I guess, I just have now 42 students that come to my office, and, I just kind of help guide them through this process of being a Student Philanthropy Council member.
Okay. Now, what made you decide to get involved with this organization?
So my job at the university is to raise money. I'm the director of Foundation and Corporate Engagement, and so I primarily deal with foundations and corporations and, try to encourage them to give to the university. And I was at a conference and decided that there was other schools that had these students really involved with philanthropy, and I realized, our students are amazing and they can definitely, get involved in philanthropy and help the process of, advancing the university's mission. And so brought it back on a Wednesday. We had applications out on Friday, and we had 15 students in our founding class, and now, we're up to 42. So it's grown so much just within the first year and a half, and I just cannot be more proud of these students.
That's amazing. Now tell us more. So you work close with Mr. David McLean.
I do, yes, I do.
We've had him on, but he's in a different aspect for city council. But
yes.
I remember him talking about his role at Arkansas State University.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about the student members. How do you encourage them? I guess that's the word I want to use. How do you encourage them to become more involved? How do you drive home the importance of philanthropy? Do they share any personal connections they have that maybe help them make the decision, I want to get involved in this?
As far as our members, like I said, we have our volunteer hours that require everything, but we also have different events throughout the year that students are given the opportunity to work, and so they get to see, like the Donors and Scholars event. We'll have a big group working that, and so they get to see that connection as well as them being in the event. If they receive a privately funded scholarship. As far as students who are not currently members, again, things like Give a How that we get to kind of be, if you see something big going on the lawn, you're going to kind of walk over and be like, oh, what's that? And then,
especially when there's free food involved.
Okay, a college student cannot turn down food. Most of them. Okay, go on, sorry.
No, you're good. But taking opportunities like that to just kind of engage with students, just kind of take a moment to ask them, about their, how they say, ask them, are you receive private funded scholarships, and kind of make sure they understand the other side of it.
Okay.
We also have a phonathon that's not under the Philanthropy Council, but it's also under the Alumni Association, and so, like I mentioned earlier, we got 300 cards, and we only really needed 100 for our Give a How last year, but we started sending out some thank you cards to the people who donated, who gifted over the phonathon, because also when you receive, alumni get phone calls all the time asking for them to gifts to the university, and so being able to get back to them, because even it's just a phone call, they still never, prior to this, they didn't get a lot of engagement, they didn't get a lot of thank yous, but
okay,
kind of bridging that, yeah.
Alright, so when do you foresee having another phonathon, or how often do you do something like that?
We do one annually in the fall, and we also do one again in the spring, and they're always around 4 to 6 weeks long.
Okay, and so the students on the council or the members, they make the phone calls?
Actually, it can be any student, ASTATE student. You just apply, and I did it last year, and I just happened to be on the council, but it's not just council members. It's a variety of ASTATE students.
Okay, so what are some of the things that you say when you call the alumni or potential donor?
So, whenever you do call them, you want to kind of make a connection with them. So if I do call like an occupational therapist, I want to kind of connect with them and let them know, like, hey, that's what I want to do when I get older. So they really know, like, oh, this girl, like, she does care about her like organization and her university. And you just kind of talk to them with that, and you just talk about like a tax deductible gift of whatever the minimum amount is, and you just really connect with them and just let them know that we need the extra funds on campus to help improve our education.
Okay. Now, we're going to get ready for a break here soon, but when we come back, here's the question I want you to think about. When you're meeting with the members of the council, do you ever talk to them about digging deeper as to why they're studying what they're studying and how they can grow, how they can personally benefit from it, how they can give back, like the deeper meaning? Not I'm studying medicine just because I want to be a doctor, but why? Like, what is your why to what you're studying? So think about that, and we're going to take a break here in a little bit. Again, you're tuned into Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We would love for you all to join the conversation. I want to say hello to David Nunez and Michael Taylor for joining us. If you have any comments, drop them in our Facebook live stream, or you can give us a call at 870-277-1080. Yes, 277-1080. Please do not go anywhere. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
What's in a true apology? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. From cheaters and domestic violence to red-handed corporate executives and red-faced politicians, we hear apologies galore. But does simply saying, I'm sorry, mean they've taken responsibility for their mistakes? No. Sometimes it just means they're sorry they got caught. There are 4 steps toward a true apology. First, acknowledge what you've done wrong. Second, grieve that wrong. Third, ask for forgiveness. And fourth, take action to ensure that it will not happen again. It's less about lip service and more about a change of heart and a change of behavior. For more on true apologies, visit my blog at markmerrill.com. Remember, your family first.
Want to connect with Mark on Facebook? You can at facebook.com/Mark Merrill.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
House of Details, located at 3217 Herb Street, Suite C, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle: waxing, clear coat protection, basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more. With a motto of, anything mean, we can clean. Details available via Quentin Bogard at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and houseofdetailsjonesboro.com.
Support for KLEK is brought to you by
Fullness of Joy Ministries, 2120 Thorn Street, Jonesboro, under the direction of Bishop Adrian Rogers and co-pastor Susan Rogers. www.fjministries.org.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're speaking with Mr. Christian Canizales, yay, and Ms. Kennedy Wiles and Ms. Jessica Blackburn from Arkansas State University. They are representing the Student Philanthropy Council. And so we've had, in the first part, we were discussing what the council is all about, how many members you have, and some upcoming events and other goals and objectives you have for the organization. But before we went to break, I asked a question about, do you help or try to have a conversation with the members about their why they're studying what they're studying, so they can have a deeper connection when they're reaching out for donors, funds for private scholarships and things of that nature. Hopefully they're not just getting a degree just to get a degree to make money. They're looking at the bigger picture of it. So
Jessica and I were actually discussing with one of our new members during his interview. He mentioned going into a medical field, and so he knew that Philanthropy Council would be a great opportunity for him because of the, like again, I keep referring back to, but things like the donor scholars, that connection with all of our medical related alumni, and so he knew it was a great opportunity to get connected and kind of have a mentor in that sense. And then as far, Kenny and I actually discussing too, as far as our own majors, kind of looking deeper at it. Like I'm an education major, and so from that I want to teach Spanish and be able to give, to better educate on diversity and expose students to new cultures and things like that. And so relating that back as far as like SBC, at this point we don't have as many scholarship opportunities, I guess, as far as the college, like world languages and education, but we're in the process of working with Jessica on things like that. So even if maybe I don't receive the benefits, I still want to be able to help other students who are down the line in the education college be able to get the opportunities.
That's so awesome. Ms. Kennedy?
And for me, being an occupational therapist, I really just strive I want to work with children.
Okay.
And especially children with like autism. And so I just want to be able to give back with that and go into the school system and do that. And I know that this Philanthropy Council has really opened my eyes, and I know that giving back is very crucial, but the financial aspect of it, I want to be able to like financially donate for scholarships in the occupational therapy program. I want to just kind of get my name out there and really be able to help our students, because I know I'm going to struggle going through the program, and I just want to be able to donate yearly just to our students so that they won't have to struggle.
That's really wonderful. Thank you all for those answers. Ms. Jessica, do you have anything you want to chime in? I know you're not a student, but you work closely with the students. Do you try to help them?
Absolutely. So what I try to do for each one of our members is, I know a lot of our donors, and so just kind of getting our students connected with some of those people, because those donors are sometimes, the ones that are looking for people to hire for their companies. So I think it's just important for our members to really get connected with these people, because it's just going to help them later in their career.
Okay. I mentioned off air that I'm studying sociology, and after taking several courses, it really opened my eyes to, okay, I need to really do more research on this field and where you can really go with it. There are some people who think liberal arts degrees are just not even worth the paper they're printed on, but they are beneficial to communities when it comes to building organizations, creating nonprofits and things like that to help individuals meet their needs. So, my degree will be worth something. But anyway, I do feel you need to make a connection. And I encourage anyone out there seeking a degree of any kind, any certification, make a connection with what you're studying, and then do your research on the people that have come before you and what they have done and contributions they've made to society, and hopefully that will encourage you to make your own contributions. So I'm looking forward to seeing, what you students accomplish as you move forward, even, away from college and down the line in your life. I would love to try to follow you and see what you have going on. Do you foresee ever coming back to Arkansas? I know you mentioned you want to go to another school out of state. Do you ever foresee coming back and doing some work in Arkansas?
Well, eventually after my master's program, I'd like to move into working with the Board of Education, and so even if it's in Arkansas, I still see great areas of improvement that we can make.
Okay.
So as long as I'm being able to help in that kind of role, I think that's the main end goal.
Okay. Now, I wanted to switch gears a little and talk about a campaign that you all have that's pretty much ongoing, which is another way to help raise money. And so it's called the Student Opportunity Award Fund?
Yes.
Okay, so please explain more what that is.
So it's another one of our Back to Pack campaigns, and it's actually an SPC Back to Pack campaign. I know I mentioned earlier how we have other organizations come in, but this is our own. And so it's the T-shirt campaign, and so we have shirts that are black and have a really cool ASTATE logo on the back and on the front pocket, and it's a minimum contribution of $20 to the fund, and so those actually you can make your minimum contribution at astatealumni.org/opportunity17, but all the money that goes from that fund or raised from that will go into a fund that's called the Student Opportunity Award, and so that's an emergency fund. For example, if a student has flat tire or anything like that that would hinder their enrollment at the university, we're able to grant them X amount for the time being so they can continue their education.
That is wonderful. So they go to astatealumni.org
/opportunity17.
Opportunity 17. Okay. And how much is this award for?
We just started, but we're hoping that by the spring when we do get to award it, it will be up to $500.
Okay. And the student can use it at their discretion.
Mm-hmm. I tried to use it last week because my computer crashed, and I needed a new computer, but they wouldn't let me apply it, but it's okay.
Okay. So any student that's enrolled full-time Arkansas State, do they have to be full-time or just...
We're still, like I said, we're still kind of in the planning stages working on the criteria, but as of right now, it looks like a student who is a full-time student, so that's 12 and above hours, in good standing with the university. At this point, we don't have any GPA requirements or anything, but again, the ultimate goal of that's just to help students, so I don't think there's going to be anything super restrictive.
Now, what about online students versus on-campus students?
At this point, we don't have any plans for that. I think it's actually a good point to kind of take back in our tech meetings and think about.
I haven't even thought of it.
That's a really cool thing, though. But obviously, we're all Red Wolves. Every Red Wolf counts, so we want to kind of engage that and help any student that we can.
Okay, no problem. All right, so let's talk about. We talked about the 1909 Scholar, but let's talk a little bit more about that so people can understand the why this is important to for the student, but why it's important to put into the pool to fund the scholarship.
So we have what's called the 1909 Society, and so any senior that is graduating can make a contribution of $30 to have their name placed on a plaque that is outside of our student union. Prior to this year, the fund was just accumulating and there wasn't any benefit from it, it was just there.
Okay.
And so we saw an opportunity to take that, and again, this is another initiative to help students. And so we put out applications, put out flyers, everything for our first 1909 Scholar. And so several boards reviewed all applications, and so it was kind of tough to go through all the applicants that we had, but the ideal 1909 Scholar is somebody, in just most basic terms, understands philanthropy, understands the importance of being involved in giving back to the university.
Now, there are some requirements for this scholarship, so let's talk about those requirements.
So any student who is a full-time student at Arkansas State, Jonesboro, and then they must also be in good standing with the university, have a 3.0 minimum GPA, and then I believe it's optional, but we also have recommendation letters on it as well.
And then I also see where it says provide resume and the essay. Now there's 3 different questions listed. Why are you proud to be a Red Wolf? Why is giving back to your university important? And why do you deserve to be the 1909 Scholar? Now, do they have to address all 3 of those questions in their essay?
Yes.
Now, can you give me an example of what type of answers, would really stand out?
We really look for students who are reflective on themselves and on their abilities. As far as I know, the last question was just in general, why do you believe that you would be a good applicant or a good choice for this award? But looking at students who have taken the time to evaluate their role at ASTATE, taken the time to be involved and make their impact on campus.
Okay.
Really understanding the role that students can play in affecting other students' lives on campus.
Oh, and I will say this, sadly it took me a while to come to the realization that I should have been more involved like my first time around in school. I basically went to class, went to work, to my room. That was it. Like, I passed through the student union, and back then it was nowhere near as fabulous as it is now, but I passed through the student union, but I didn't really get involved. I didn't engage a lot in the different activities and other student organizations. I went to a few campus parties, but, still classroom work, like that was it. So I would encourage everyone as a student, no matter what your age, non-traditional or traditional student, to get involved. I had the opportunity to meet the new director for the Multicultural Non-Traditional Student Center. I know that I messed up the name. But anyway, just looking over some of the opportunities to fellowship and connect with all students on campus. There's so much out there to do on campus. Like, it is its own little entity in one aspect, but at the same time, it is a part of our community as well.
Yeah, one of my just personal, outside of SPC, is just encouraging any student across campus to get involved. Obviously, some students may not be so comfortable with it, but it's also about pushing yourself out of your boundaries. ASTATE has over 200 registered student organizations, so there's bound to be something for everybody.
Over 200. So no student should say, I have nothing to do.
Absolutely. There's always 1,000 events, 1,000 meetings going on, so...
And then there's always volunteer opportunities on campus, even if you're not directly... you're not a direct member of the organization, they may host an event where you can volunteer with them, because everyone needs extra hands on deck all the time.
That's what I really like about our volunteer ASTATE is you just sign up for an email, and they'll just email you when volunteer opportunities arise on campus and in the community. And so I love the American Red Cross, and they were actually on campus last week, or it was this week actually. And I always donate my time and blood at the blood drives that we have. And even though I'm not a part of that, I always donate and give back to that.
That's awesome. That's amazing. We do have a check-in from Mr. David. Ironic. Mr. David says, go SPC. So thank you, David, for checking in with us.
Thanks, David.
All right, so any more highlights? Okay. We'll talk about with the Student Opportunity Award, students get a t-shirt. And so Ms. Jessica was telling me off air about they get a chance to wear the t-shirt to a game in February.
Our February 22nd Appalachian basketball game. We're encouraging everybody who makes a gift and receives their shirt to wear it, just kind of as a big general support, we all are here to support students kind of thing.
And we're hoping to be able to, do a presentation to Arkansas State Foundation of how much SPC has raised through this campaign. That way, we can make that big announcement at that game.
That is absolutely amazing. Let's talk about your parents. I'm sure they are just beaming with joy and pride that their child is doing something outside of themselves. You're performing selfless acts, for other people. So tell us about your parents and their feedback.
Well, I know since I was young, my mom's always kind of raised me from a perspective that just help people when you can.
Okay.
Even if it's just telling somebody, have a good day, just the littlest thing, most little things that you can help change somebody's day. A couple times when I was little, we would go volunteer out with the Humane Society, so that kind of sparked my interest, and that was my passion, was working with animals. And so from there, once I got older, my mom would drive me to all my volunteer events and all the different things that I would do because I wasn't able to drive yet. But she would help kind of enable me to do those things.
So where did you grow? Are you from Jonesboro?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a lot to do in Jonesboro as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, Miss Jessica.
My mom's
Jessica
actually,
Kennedy. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. My mom's actually a dentist in my hometown, and so she's always been super involved in the community. And so she kind of shines a lot through me, and I've always watched her give back and do all that she can. And so she just is so proud because she knows that even though some days on my worst days I have events for the Philanthropy Council, she knows that I'm always going to give 110%, and so that's always awesome. And she just is so proud of all the things that I've accomplished, and through SBC I've gained so many connections, and I think that she's just proud of me for stepping out of my comfort zone and really just being who I want to be and being able to just shine a light on other people.
Do you all have any siblings that are following your footsteps, or, you know, you can see a spark in them that they want to start doing more in where they live?
I have an older sister, but she followed a psychology area, and so it's kind of weird that we both worked out so that we want to help children in some type of educational format. So she works more with special needs kind of area.
Okay, that's wonderful.
My brothers are both older than me, and they already have like kids and everything, so it's kind of like they get to just watch their little sister do all these great things, and I kind of get to be the baby again and just be the center of attention. I like that.
Oh my goodness. Now, do your brothers have any children?
My brother has one.
Okay, with that one is going to be watching you.
Yes. Hopefully I can shape him into a great Philanthropy Council member.
That is wonderful. I saw a video on Facebook, and I'm always watching stuff that makes me cry. There was this little boy who lost his parents, and instead of, you know, sinking into his grief, he decided to collect a bunch of little trinkets, toys, and go out on the street, like this one little area in his town, and he would pass out little toys to people he saw that weren't smiling. And so, like, just something like that helps to brighten someone's day. So even what you all are doing, you do a lot of work behind the scenes. People don't always see it, but it shows eventually. And so you get to kind of step back and say, yeah, we did that, you know?
Yes.
That's what's so rewarding about the organization. Like I said, we are only going into our second year, but seeing the results of our work is one of my favorite things.
Okay. And so you never know who is watching you, though. Someone who may have thought about joining the council or thought about giving back, even if it's through community service on the volunteer aspect. They see what you're doing to try to help fund these organizations, so they might want to put their hands in somewhere. They may not have the mindset to collect money. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't know how to write grants. I don't know how to seek, not yet, how to seek, you know, big pots of money to help fund. But I do know how to put a proposal together to say, okay, this is what this organization needs. That's why there are people like you in place to say, okay, I write the proposal, I write up this draft, say this is organization, what they need, who they serve, what can you do? So that's how it all ties in together. Okay, so we have like a minute and a half left. Any thoughts, any shout outs?
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know just to follow us on all our social media pages, and it's ASTATE_SPC, and we have a Facebook page, and it's ASTATE Student Philanthropy Council. Okay. And you can like us on there. And also, I just want to say one thing that I'm really excited about that we're doing today is we're doing a diaper drop-off at actually on campus at the daycare. We all gathered for a couple weeks now, just diapers and everything for babies, and we were going to send them to Houston, and a few things fell through, and so we just took the opportunity, and we're really going to be able to use them on campus. They were really in need, so I'm super proud of all our members for doing that, and so we're doing that at 11, and so that's something just to congrats our...
Where on campus?
At the daycare.
So that is, if you know where the fraternity houses are, if you just keep driving all the way down to the end of that road, it's across the street from the UPD station.
Yeah.
Okay, across from the place.
So we're super excited about that.
Okay, so if anyone would like to make a donation of diapers, so we all know, especially those of us that are parents, we know how helpful it is for one pack extra per month, or one, you know, just your in-between pay, and you just need a pack of diapers, or you get paid tomorrow and your baby just used the last one, so you're like, okay, what are we going to do? So we those of us who are parents have been there, done that. We know what it's like. So consider helping someone else in need. This is another way you can give back to the community. So today at 11, diaper drop-off at the daycare on campus. Okay, so we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll have a wrap-up, and we'll just go back over some information that we stated. So you're tuned into Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and we'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. It's estimated that the cost of banking outside of your network is roughly $4.35 per transaction. Bankrate.com says consumers usually face two fees when they decide to use an ATM outside of the network. One is an ATM surcharge from the ATM owner. The other is a fee charged by your bank for using an out-of-network ATM. In addition, the checking survey found that the average overdraft fee of $32.74 set a new record high for the 16th consecutive year. The only way to minimize, if not entirely avoid ATM fees is to not bank randomly or impulsively, but to plan your ATM withdrawals on a weekly basis, being sure to stay within network. Also, if you're traveling outside of the neighborhoods where you live and work, see if your bank has ATMs near your destination or make the needed transactions in network before you go. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
Attention members and guests, KLEK 102.5 FM and Legends Barbecue Smokehouse is bringing you more blues and southern soul featuring Mr. Sam, performing hits like Roll It, Roll It. She said jump up, roll it, jump back, roll it. Zydeco some more. Let's go, Zydeco, Zydeco some more. Go to work. To the left, y'all go to work. To the left, y'all go to work. And more. Mr. Sam will be in the building at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse, Saturday, September 30th. Doors open at 7 o'clock p.m., showtime 8 o'clock p.m. Tickets $10 in advance, $15 at the door. Tickets available at Legends, Cool Cuts, KLEK, and online at klekfm.org. More blues and southern soul just for you with Mr. Sam, Saturday, September 30th at Legends Barbecue Smokehouse, 1025 West Johnson Avenue in Jonesboro.
This event is a KLEK fundraiser.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. The all-new Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Arkansas Early Learning offers child care activities and educational programs to children ages 0 to 5 that gives them a head start in life. Arkansas Early Learning is in the community at no cost. Applications at arearlylearning.org. That's arearlylearning.org or on Facebook at Arkansas Early Learning.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
Do you like the music you hear on KLEK 102.5 FM? Do you like the educational programming that we provide? Do you like the service we provide to the community? Do you like having a station to finally call your own that represents you? If so, please stop by or call any of our underwriters or sponsors that you hear on KLEK and tell them thank you for their support. The support of our underwriters and sponsors is vital for us to stay on the air, so be sure to let them know that you thank them for their support.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We have been having a very lively conversation and very lively off-air conversation with these students. I love having students of any age here because they give me so much energy and joy and make my Friday so much better. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us.
And so I feel more informed now about what philanthropy is because my mindset, which is basically giving back, not understanding the financial aspect of it and how, of course, I know how important the financial aspect is, but didn't know that's basically the basis of what philanthropy is, financially funding other individuals or organizations so they can continue on with whatever their mission is. So thank you so much for clearing that up. And I just want to say thank you for all the work that you do on campus. You try to get as many students as possible engaged and involved. Thank you so much for that as well. So I know that you all are going to leave a wonderful legacy behind as you go on through your career and whatever you choose to do in life.
That's the hope. That's the plan.
Yes.
Alrighty, so let's wrap up. Any final information? Remind people of the scholarship. Well, unfortunately, the deadline has passed for the 1099 scholarship. So when do you look to announce that person or individuals?
So just kind of to run through all of our things. 1909 won't be selected until next year. That will be the new board that will kind of work on that.
Okay.
And then our Student Opportunity Award, like we said, that won't launch until next semester, but t-shirts are still up on the website. And
okay.
So anybody who'd like to make a donation or gift is welcome to. We're, like I said, still in the planning stages of all the criteria for that.
Yeah, but like we said, you can still go and purchase your t-shirt from astatealumni.org/opportunity17.
Okay.
And we'll get you a t-shirt. It's just a minimum contribution of $20. So.
And the funds go into basically a pot to help other students to meet needs that are emergency needs that could hinder them from being on campus or from continuing their classes, rather.
Yes, exactly.
And there are no real requirements. You just have to be a full-time student currently enrolled at Arkansas State University. Okay, so then you have the back-to-pack.
Yes, and so if any student opportunity or student registered organizations are in any financial struggles or need any assistance, they're welcome to email us at astatespc@gmail.com and reach out, and we'll have our VP of Philanthropy get in touch with them.
Okay. Let's see, back-to-pack, 1099. The diaper drive, well, not diaper drive, but diaper drop-off today. We really want to stress that it's very important. There are a lot of parents that have needs, and this will be very helpful for them.
Yeah, and just another, just another reminder just to make sure you follow us, and so that'll keep you up to date on all of our things. We try to post regularly. We post on all of our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just all of those are ASTATE_SPC, and that'll just keep you in the loop with what we're doing. And
well, I would definitely go and follow. So
yes.
Look for a follower request from KLEK, and we would definitely follow you all and see what's going on, and try to keep the community informed on what you all have going on, so they can support you in any type of way. We want to definitely give a shout out to all the Arkansas State alumni.
Yes.
I know several personally. They give back so much, either if it's through money, through education, they give back. So we want to thank everyone that has made some type of contribution to Arkansas State University, to the city of Jonesboro. I want to thank you.
Something I love so much about ASTATE just in general, we are a family. And I don't say that in a generic, oh, welcome to ASTATE, we're a family. No, I legit mean that, because
I completely agree.
I've made so many connections and so many relations with people who are alumni, and I wouldn't be in a position that I am without all the people that have helped me.
That is so wonderful. Have you had the opportunity to meet alumni in your area of study?
I work, as far as education, it's a little bit different, like I said, since I plan on moving out of state. But
okay.
I work a lot with the Community Society, and so we've had actually a previous Wilson Award winner who is on the board that I worked with, and a couple other alumni that I work closely with.
I actually got connected with the class of 1967, and I'm going to get to be their guest speaker at their 50-year reunion, and so I get to really interact with them and talk to them and just tell them how my experiences are so much different than them, and I think that's going to be a super exciting opportunity that I'm getting to do in a few weeks, and I'm super excited about that because I'll get to know about their experience here at ASU 50 years ago versus how mine is now, so I'm super thrilled to talk with those alumni. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that is so wonderful. I really hope that you have a great time. Take lots of pictures.
Yes, I'm going to.
All right, so Ms. Jessica, any final words, encouragement, thoughts?
Well, I just really want to thank you for having us on today. I think it's great for everyone to know that there are students out there that really care about the university, and they're really, truly making a difference.
We definitely have to give a shout out to Mr. Tom Moore. When I tell you he's a rock star with coordinating all of these interviews, Mr. Tom Moore, Dr. Bill Smith, and so many other individuals from Arkansas State University. I can't do this without them and you all. So thank you for joining me today and sharing this information with the community. And we hope to have you back again when you have more events coming up, especially want to stay on top of your October event, which is the Donors and Scholars. Is it kind of a meet and greet?
Yes.
Okay. So we definitely want to stay on top of it. Now, is the public invited, or is it a private event?
Well, it is a private event because it's for those donors who have contributed to endowments. They've established an endowment, and so we are actually matching them up with their respective student that has been awarded their scholarship.
There's going to be an amazing night for all parties involved.
Yes.
They get to share the story. The donor gets to see the student that they have made an impact on, and the student gets to personally thank their donor. So that's really wonderful. All right, so what else do y'all have going on for today besides the diaper drop-off? Going back to class?
Yes.
Got to get back to class.
And I think everyone's gearing up for the game tomorrow. So, we're playing SMU tomorrow. So.
Is it here or is it away?
No, it's at SMU.
Okay.
So.
Are you all traveling?
I will not be traveling to this game.
We do have one of our exec members, Sarah. She is traveling to the game. So, safe travels to her.
Yeah, she's flying out early in the morning. So that's exciting.
Okay. We want to give a shout out to our Red Wolves, football, basketball, softball, rugby, volleyball, all the other sports that I may miss. They have missed. So we thank you all. Thank you, Arkansas State. Thank you, community of Jonesboro, for tuning in and supporting KLEK and Community Conversations. Without you, we could not do this. So I hope everyone has a great Friday. It is the first day of fall, my favorite season. So pumpkin spice lattes on deck.
I actually had one this morning.
All right. So. All right. So everyone have a very blessed day and tune in Monday, and we'll see you later.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program